straight up. Blackness I aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benskop upon the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and on the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
I've lived in Guyana, and I've attended multilateral school. And for my primary days in school to secondary school, I've learned and I've understood that Guyana covers 83 square miles of landmass.
Mr. Mark, I believe every word of what Mr. Shu is saying. I am also afraid of Mr. Shu. Mr. Shu, if you are listening, I don't want anybody to harm you. This is a serious thing. Corruption is big. And we Chinese have to stop that. Been bullied by Jack Dale and other government officials to pay bribe. It's big all over Guyana. A Chinese to pay by bribe. Mr. Shu, I hope you to stay strong. Do not. We respect and salute you for your bravery, for coming up and speak against corruption in Guyana. Thank you, Mr. Shu. We appreciate you, Mr. Mark. 马克，我相信每一句苏先生说的话。我现在很担心苏先生。苏先生，如果你在听我说话，我不想任何人威胁你。圭亚那政府
All right, Mashramani there, right? By the mighty El Dorado. Hey, guess what? Mashramani is around the corner. It's the 9th of January. Mashramani is next month. Have you been hearing anything at all about Mashramani? Anything at all? And then at the last minute, they're going to hurry, just to make it appear that they're doing something, make it appear that they care about the country, make it appear as though they want to celebrate. They just don't care. They're not nationalistic. They're just not patriotic at all. They are just corrupt. That is what they are. The PPP regime is a corrupt party. They are unpatriotic. They just don't care. Some of them are demonic. Look, I have gone to places, whether it's in the church, not Kingdom Hall though, because I've never seen them beat out demons in a Kingdom Hall. I've seen it in churches. I've seen a lot. Whether Hindu or whether Christian, I've seen it. Or whether you go to somebody from within the village. Those of you who are from Alnis, tell me who y'all used to go to see if things can happen, whether marriage-wise, whether you get somebody, or from Philippi side or Eversham side or Blackbush side, or even in Georgetown or Plaisance or BV. Tell me if y'all know anybody that you guys have gone to. Take out a ring and you look in the ring, or you beat some eggs or whatever. I don't know. They get some people would go to other people, if you know what I mean, to get people and then take them and put them in a bottle and all, man. Anyways, 13 minutes after 13 minutes after, I noticed Lemon is laughing there because who knows, maybe Lemon was once placed in a bottle. And when you're placed in a bottle, it's difficult to get out of the bottle, you know. Sorry about that. A bit distracted. And so I know a little bit in terms of these demons in the PPP. They are what they are, demons. Rajan Bim, good night, saying Baku, not just Baku. Not just Baku. Brenda Casey say, how come, you know? Come on. If you are a male and you're from Guyana, especially the countryside, and somebody try to put you in a bottle, forget you, come on, Brenda. But nobody gets me in a bottle. I know how to wring out the bottle cork from. Hey, good evening to all of you. My name is Mark Benchap. Welcome to Straight Up. We are going to rock and roll this evening. We got lots and lots of things we want to talk to you about. We want to talk to you about the situation in Guyana, the corruption upon corruption upon corruption. But I want you guys to listen how brazen some of these PPP Pakus are. They feel that the PPP party, a party that was formed and named by Forbes Burnham, Lyndon Forbes Burnham. How many of you guys know? And I notice you guys are smiling about the bottle comment. You guys are bottle victims, right? But how many of you guys know that Forbes Burnham actually formed? He's one of the founder of the PPP. The same PPP guys them who love to cuss Burnham. Somebody needs to whisper in their ear, their left ear right now, that Forbes Burnham, the same man they want to cuss or they like to curse, actually formed the PPP. Ask them if they know that. And had it not been for Forbes Burnham and the part that he has played, the major part that he has played in ensuring that he helped, or founding father of the PPP, they ain't gonna know that, you know. Founding father of the PPP. Burnham got together with his group. Jagan had his group. And guess what? They got together and they decided that they are going to name this political party. They're going to name it the PPP, the People's Progressive Party. Come on, tax some trench crappos. Let them come on and let them hear what is happening. That Burnham is the founding father of the PPP. Repeat, founding. Rastaman, look, if you're going to be in this classroom, don't ever correct the teacher because you're going in the trench. Lemon, put Rastaman in the trench right away. Right away. No turning back. But Rastaman is correct. Rastaman is correct. And I did say one of. In fact, I was in the process of saying that Jagan and Burnham got together and they were able to form the PPP. So when they cuss Burnham, they must realize all of the things Burnham did for them. He made some mistakes, yes. And we know some of those mistakes, what they are. One man went to Russia. Took a long time before he actually graduated. They're all over Moscow, all in the back in the rubbish bin, doing whatever. Went back to Guyana, and guess who gave him a job? He started to work under the PNC, the same PNC, started to work under the PNC. Nobody discriminated against him. Nobody chased him. Nobody said he can't have a job in the ministry on the PNC government. Nobody said that. He was fortunate. Nobody, absolutely. Unlike what they are doing right now, is discriminating against people. So if you are connected to the PNC or some other small party or whatever it is, some other sensible small parties, not them flat-foot hustling parties that we see there. And so there was no discrimination when it comes to a lot of things, despite what these Pakus are saying. Don't worry with them. Just don't worry. Because this guy went to Moscow to study economics. God knows what has happened since then. But when he returned to Guyana, he was given a scholarship. When he returned to Guyana, he worked with the PNC. Again, nobody, and everybody knew that he was a PPP. Everyone knew. But you see the point that I'm making, though, right? If you guys see the point that I'm making, just say you see the point. They get a guy named Mark. I don't know what kind of Mark, but this is one of the Mark that actually seems to have some sense, because they get some Paku Marks, you know. Right? One of them sits there as a puppet, you know where. Sits there as a puppet, you know, like a Philip light bulb. Sits there, a blown Philip light bulb. So Mark is saying he worked at the State Planning Secretariat. Yep, under the PNC. Under the PNC. Now let's move on to some other things. If you're now joining, good evening to all of you. Take a look at this, guys, as we discuss it. According to news source, it says here, Irfan Ali on Sunday announced that the corrupt government, I'm just putting those things in as it suits me. The corrupt government is currently in talks with the stakeholders of the Berbice River Bridge Company to see how best the government can have a greater say in the operations of the bridge. Utter nonsense. How many of you guys remember how this all started? Come on. How many of you guys remember how this all started? It all started, come on, I'll give you guys an opportunity to say how it all started. How it all started. I'm giving you guys an opportunity how this Berbice River Bridge all started. In the event some of you may have missed it. Sherwin E. Green, I don't know what the green is for, the E is for. Sounds like some sort of old man's name, Egerton, right? Sherwin Egerton Green. So when they were discussing to build this Berbice River Bridge, sensible engineers told them that this bridge, this Berbice Jagdeo Canal basically, should have been closer to Stanley Tongue, where the river is narrow. And then there will be, a life return to New Amsterdam. But no, the PPP sat down, Jack Dale and those goons sat down, and they didn't want to put the bridge closer to Stanley Tongue, New Amsterdam side, because the objective of the PPPC is to stifle the tongue of New Amsterdam, kill the tongue of New Amsterdam. That was the agenda of the corrupt PPPC regime, to stifle the township of New Amsterdam. Yet during the local government elections, they ran in there as though they care about the people. New Amsterdam was destroyed. That beautiful town was destroyed by the PPP. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Destroyed by the PPP. And so when they were negotiating as to where this bridge would go, the best spot was right there in Stanleytown, from over, I believe, is Rosignol side over to Stanleytown. Not necessarily Rosignol, but around that area, straight over to Stanleytown, half the price. But no, Jack Deere wanted to go straight. He wanted this bridge straight to the mouth of the Berbice River, right up at the mouth of the Berbice River, where it is dangerous. The lifespan is not as much as what it would have been closer to Stanleytown, and it would have been far more expensive. But he didn't care. I've noticed some of you there talking. You have an idea. Jack Deere stole billions of your money from NIS. The same NIS that they criticized Burnham and the PNC for, that it was no good and all manner of things. And the only thing, one of the things that's rescuing Guyanese right now is the National Insurance Scheme. Had it not been for the National Insurance Scheme, how do you think a lot of people would have been getting their pensions and all manner of things? Even though massive corruption at NIS under Jack Deere, under the PPP, where hundreds of millions of dollars disappeared and employers weren't handing in their NIS for the employees. And so it put a lot of employees in limbo. So Jack Deere decided now that he is God, that he's going to push his hands into the PAI. I don't know how many of you know what PAI, but put his hand into NIS PAI and stole hundreds of millions of dollars. And what he did with the hundreds, he didn't invest it as a government project. He stole hundreds of millions of your hard-earned taxpayers' dollars. And he gave it to his friends and cronies and family members in the private sector to create some group and call it the Berbice River Bridge. The Berbice River Bridge. So instead of your hard-earned money going to build a bridge so that you can get the benefit from it, no, it is Jack Deere and his boys. And I really do mean boys. Jack Deere and his boys in the private sector who rob you, the hard-working Guyanese people. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It doesn't matter anything. But you guys got robbed by Barra Jack Deere and the PPP. This is a big ripoff. This bridge could have been cheaper. It could have been shorter. And all you had to pay was nothing less, nothing more than $500. I repeat, nothing more than $500. But instead, they put the bridge by the Berbice River mouth. Berbice River mouth, where the bridge runs straight in, straight at the mouth of the river, Jack Deere style. And so when this bridge was open, a F-150, or a SUV, a pickup truck, cost almost $100 to cross that same bridge. 17 to 18,000 Guyana dollars for a F-150. Now, I know what they're talking about. To cross that bridge, trucks, 35, 40,000, $200 to cross that bridge. A car, a private car, 5,000 or 6,000 Guyana dollars. If I mentioned 18 or 15,000 US, I meant Guyana dollars. But cars, $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 to cross that bridge, back and forth. School children were complaining and all manner of things. I know about the situation. I know about the bridge. I wasn't prepared to pay close to $100 to cross that bridge. I've never, nowhere in the US, or even when you cross the border to head over to Canada, you don't even pay $100. Those of you who drive in the US, let us give an example. Sherwin, who lives in a basement, I assumed, I don't know, lives in a basement decides now that he is going to take a ride, go somewhere. He finally got let out of the bottle. Take a ride. Well, of course, Sherwin is not in a bottle. He has a beautiful wife who would never put him in a bottle. But they decide that they're going to take a ride. They're going to take a drive somewhere. Somewhere they're going to take a drive. And they decide that they want to go to Canada. On the way from where Sherwin lives in that little small basement, all the way to the border of Canada, he would not pay anything close with all of the tolls and all of the bridges, nothing close to $100 US. But one bridge in Guyana, one bridge, almost $100 US to cross it with an SUV. Compliments of Barra Jagdeo, compliments of the corrupt PPP regime. And that is what they have done to Guyanese people, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of right or left. It doesn't matter, regardless of political affiliation. That is how the PPP and Jagdeo and Ramotar and now this Paku, Irfan Ali, they are punishing poor people, punishing poor people, PPP, punishing poor people continuously, PPPC. They just do not care. And now, I'm not speaking as a propagandist. You know, they love to say, oh, propaganda. It's a matter of truth. It's factual. Because I was there at that bridge. I blocked that bridge for about 4 to 5 hours, made the sacrifice, and I'll just come here to talk about it. But it is the truth that people were fed up. Nobody wanted to, nobody wanted to take the lead. Nobody wanted to. And so I blocked the bridge for about 4 or 5 hours. They dig about, 4 or 5 charges on me. And I got the charges after a couple of months. The magistrate dismissed all of the charges. And of course, the fare was actually lowered. And so I understand what is it that I'm talking about. There were some people who were very happy. 1 and 2 of them were cursing at me. That's all right. I can live with that. But not too many were cursing. People were happy. Even though they stayed in the line for about 4 hours, they were happy. Even the magistrate said he wanted to do that. But of course, the same magistrate dismissed the charges. And I was very appreciative of that. So now, back to this story here. They gave these private investors, their friends, full control, rape the nation, rape taxpayers. These private people who are connected, and if I'm not mistaken, unless Jagdeo takes a lie detector test, I'm almost certain that Jagdeo got investment. I am almost certain that Jagdeo got investment in or shares in Berbice River Bridge. I am almost certain. Just like I'm certain that Jagdeo had investment in Buddy's Hotel. The same Buddy's Hotel that he took your taxpaying dollars to build a hotel, close to $300 million, or a little over $200 million. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is that the PPP regime is not a good party. They're not about good governance. It's always about corruption and corruption and corruption. Every single day we see it. Nothing decent happens. There's nothing about strengthening the institutions, whether it's the Guyana Police Force, the Guyana Defense Force. It's all about control by the PPP and corruption by the PPP. That is how they are governing the country. I want to take you guys to a video and to show you guys why Guyana, as some folks would say, under the PPP, Guyana is not a real place. I hope I'm saying it. Guyana is not a real place. Let me give you guys an example. Because people feel they have overnight wealth and money and access to those corrupt people in power, whether it's the police force or whatever. They feel they could drive around Georgetown as though they own Georgetown. Now, I saw this clip on social media, and this person is said to be connected to the Mohammeds, Azruddin and Nazar and so forth and so on. And check out the arrogance. Nowhere else in the world they would dare to do that. Check this out. And this is why, just an example, that Guyana is not a real place. No, 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 no.
It is.
Tell me how I can pass.
This lady can't pass here,
I
right?
can pass there?
Look, look. All this way, this Land Cruiser again for pass. Plus, this Land Cruiser could easily pass down here, so.
No respect.
And she want the man to apologize. So she block up the whole traffic, head all the way back till to Camp Street, because she can't pass here. Her whole truck will pass everyone. High
I
line.
can pass there.
Pass there.
Everybody could tell you could pass there.
Would you like me to drive it out of there? Hello. Hello, ma'am. Madam. Would you like
You
me to
could pass
go-
right there.
Assist me.
Yeah. Come on
Not
out.
with these guys.
Hello. You can
Not with cars.
You can't force her to do what she can't do. She's nervous.
She's
You can't
nervous.
force a driver into a nervous situation.
Look how much space she got inside there.
I understand. She blocked me up a few minutes ago right there.
No manner. No respect.
Woman, you are blocking everybody
I
off.
don't want to be here. I want to drive.
Lady just block up the traffic of the road right
I
there.
don't want to pass the
But
road.
you
Well,
just
go
did.
your way, please.
You just did. You was up the road picking up a child right there. You stopped right in the middle of the road.
She said she can't pass. She can't pass. So she could flip on the train. I look how much space is going over here, my Lord.
That's Guyana. That's Guyana. Nowhere else in the world that would happen. You block up traffic. You have no regards for anybody else. You know, what is that now? A show? Only in Guyana, guys. Only in Guyana. It's a dangerous place under the corrupt PPP regime. A dangerous place. You have no regards for other people in the traffic or the drivers. Nothing at all. All because people are drunk with power, overnight power, corruption in the PPP and connections and all these manner of things. That's what's going. That's what's happening in the country. Nobody cares. So you don't care about the long line behind. It's all about you. All about you know. It's gonna stop. It's gonna end someday and very soon. No matter how much they pomposette themselves, some of them who are wanted for extradition and all manner of things, pomposetting their so-called wealth and questionable wealth. All these things go in a flash. Okay, so, but you block traffic up, disrespecting other drivers, and you're saying that people don't have no respect. Give me a goddamn break. Give me a break. Now, what else is happening? Let me see if you guys recognize this person. Let me see if you guys recognize this person. Oops, the name is already up there. Right. That's Mark Vera. Mark Vera allegedly got in a fight with someone who is connected to Azruddin Mohammed, the guy who loves to give the impression that he's a peaceful guy and he's about loving and people love to meet him. Give me a goddamn break. But anyways, back to this here now, right? Back to this here. Yes, the same Azruddin Mohammed that is said to be wanted by U.S. law enforcement agencies. Mind you, this Reuters report said that they're probing drug smuggling, gold smuggling, terrorism, assassination, whatever it is. That's according to Reuters report. Now back to this Mark Vera. So Mark Vera apparently or allegedly got into some fight with somebody who is said to be connected to Azruddin. There was a fight. We're not hearing anything about the other person, Nothing about the other person. But we heard that some police got paid to visit Mark Vera's house and arrested him and charged him 4 or 5 charges or whatever recommended by the DPP who is connected to the Mohammeds them. So you see what is going on. You see what is going on here. I mean, look, I don't know Mark Vera. Probably never met the guy. Probably saw him riding around his bike without any helmet. Seemed to get some pass from the police for that. But according to information, Mark Vera got beat up. And Mark Vera is the one who ended up getting charged. Charges recommended by the DPP who is connected to the Mohammeds. So y'all see how Guyana is right now? Now, after the DPP recommended charges, we haven't heard, mind you, anything about the other person that is connected, said to be connected to Azruddin Mohammed. Don't forget, don't worry with this peace and love, and I love you guys, and BS. Don't fall for that. But anyways, according to a police source, Mark Vera went to the police station, lodged his complaint. The other person went after Mark Vera, both of them. But guess whose complaint disappeared? Yes, Mark Vera. Mark Vera's complaint disappeared. And so because the DPP is connected to the Mohammeds, guess what? Mark Vera got charged. Now, I don't mind all two. Both of them should have been charged, placed before the court, and let the evidence take it wherever. But you charge one man, two of them in a fight. Two of them in a fight. Two of them. Rajesh Singh is saying the girl with the car basically is a family of Azruddin Mohammed. I have said that because the car, he's seen with the car as well. Now, look at this. The police now, it says here in this headline, police force silent on decision not to proceed with DPP recommended charges. The police, they're silent. Something must have cooked up. But obviously something was cooking up in the beginning because only Mark Vera got charged. And now the police do not want to proceed with those charges against Mark Vera. But in all fairness, Azruddin guys should have been charged as well. Those are the guys who drive around, feel as though they're on top of the world, you know, and nobody could do them, and the police can't touch them or not. It's got to stop, guys. We cannot run a country like this at all. It has got to stop. And then people, the Azruddin jump and take a photo with us. Oh, I love you guys. Some of you are falling for that crap. Do not fall for that crap. At least Uncle Sam and the law enforcement agencies don't fall for that crap. Here's something else I want to talk to you guys about. We'll take this break and I'll return. I want to talk to you guys about something else.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cop. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
So this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington law firm located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
We haven't heard anything about catfish. We haven't heard anything about the guy who attempted to or to be part of a group who attempted to rig the U.S. elections, the last U.S. elections, that's Mike Pompeo, in his own words. Take a look.
Mr. Secretary.
Hi.
Is the State Department currently preparing to engage with the Biden transition team? And if not, at what point does a delay hamper a smooth transition or pose a risk to national security?
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. All right, we're ready. The world is watching what's taking place here. We're going to count all the...
A smooth transition after Biden won the elections, guys. Come on, guys. Are you guys listening? After Biden and the Democrats won the elections last, that guy, Mike Pompeo, sat there. Yeah, the same guy. One was a big chubby the other day, and then he's skinny now. After the Democrats and Biden won the elections, Mike Pompeo said that there will be a second term of Trump and swearing in as of January. Could you guys believe it? Never before in the history of the United States of America, we have seen or heard of this blatant attempt to overturn an election. And this is the same guy who wants to lecture Guyanese about democracy and free and fair elections. So he went to Guyana recently on a supposedly private visit, whether it's business and whatever he discussed with Irfan Ali should never be made private. The people of Guyana have a right to know what Pompeo discussed with Irfan Ali, the same Irfan Ali that he, Pompeo, installed or caused to be installed. Listen to Mike Pompeo and understand the hypocrisy.
Mr. Secretary.
Hi.
Is the State Department currently preparing to engage with the Biden transition team? And if not, at what point does a delay hamper a smooth transition or pose a risk to national security?
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. All right.
A smooth transition to a second term Trump administration. After Trump and the Republicans have lost the elections, this guy, as Secretary of State, said that there will be a smooth transition into a second term of a Trump administration. Shame on this guy. He has no moral authority to question or lecture any country about democracy or free and fair elections. And so we all know what transpired during the 2020 elections when he was threatening officials, when he was threatening functionaries of the judiciary, and he was threatening folks at GCOM. Sadly, the chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, Claudette Singh, fell for that, and almost all of the judges fell for that threat as well. But yet Pompeo went back to Guyana for some private visit with Irfan Ali. What could that private visit be? What exactly could it be? Is it about China? Is it about oil? It couldn't be about democracy, because he is not the person to talk about democracy. Neither is he the person to talk about free and fair elections. He has been disqualified for that. But it could be that he was there to remind Irfan Ali, aka Catfish, that Ali was installed by Mike Pompeo and company. And so, just as a reminder, Ali has to do what is necessary. And you guys can read between the lines. Do what is necessary. And now, let's get back as in the beginning of the show. And for those of you, of course, the show has gotten nice and quiet and so forth. We don't jump up on a hilltop and confuse you guys with the information. We stick like thoroughbreds in this business, and with consistency too, to exposing the PPP regime. Now, having said that, the PPP regime and some of their supporters believe that they are the only ones who can talk about other political parties and that it is a crime to criticize the PPP regime. Don't be fooled, guys. It is not a crime. And for those of you who continue to criticize them and expose them, I say kudos to you guys. Kudos. Now, let's go over to this guy, Nigel Yu's friend. This guy, if you guys know who I'm talking about, just whistle in the audience. You can whistle. You can whistle. I'll know exactly what you're whistling about. Now let's go to this guy. As you guys whistle, I don't know why these guys feel that they have the moral authority to speak on issues. Recently, this guy was charged, or charges were not recommended, but allegations of rape and robbery and all manner of stuff against a little girl. A little girl. That matter has not been settled in the minds of almost every Guyanese. Every Guyanese. But listen to what this guy has to say. Listen to what he has to say. And it is dangerous. It is dangerous for the country. It is dangerous for democracy. It is dangerous for free speech. And he's basically saying that the PPP, they can't bluff people though, but he is basically saying that if you criticize the PPP, you will be killed. Just like Waddle, Courtney Crummy Wing, and others. By the way, I noticed that Burke the other night said that Burke is not Crummy Wing. And if they think that they could do him what they did to Crummy Wing, that he is brave. Let me say this, and Burke said this publicly, and I'll just correct Burke publicly, that Crummy Wing was brave. Crummy Wing was right there in Guyana in front of Anil Nandalal's office, protesting every single day. So let's not discredit the brother for his bravery. And because of that, Crummy Wing was assassinated under the PPP regime. I just thought I'd make that, and I hope Mr. Burke is watching, and we got to give people their credit on the ground for making those sort of sacrifices. We've got to do it. Got to do it. Now let's get to this. Let's get to this part here now. Where Nigel Dharamlal is heading in a dangerous path. And this is dangerous for the PPP. And no one, not even PPP supporters, should accept this here. It is harmful for democracy. It is harmful for the country. And as usual, Jack Deere and them will turn a blind eye, as usual. Now listen what he has to say, and I want to hear from you guys what is wrong with this nonsense. Listen, please. Lots of things wrong, but let me hear from you guys.
I was making mockery of someone. I don't think that's a good thing, actually, because as a baptized Christian, I should not be making mockery of people. So I would like to seek the forgiveness of God because I know He's a merciful God and a faithful God. That for all the people that I mocked.
All right, let's stop there for a moment. Have you guys already detected the sarcasm? Have you guys detected the sarcasm and the mockery? I repeat, the mockery of Christianity. Mocking Christianity as a he probably did say baptized Christian, baptized Christian. It couldn't be a baptized Christian. But continue to listen and you'll see the sort of hypocrisy. But the ERC and these people don't care about anything because he's mocking Christianity there. He's not mocking Hinduism or Islam. He's not mocking that. He's mocking Christianity. But yet he says, as a baptized, he had to have been baptized. Couldn't be baptized. But continue, guys. Listen.
Including Rhonda Bob. I am profoundly sorry. But I just want to say that they have some people on social media that operate from the PNC. And I'm a private citizen. I don't know why they are after me. Why are they after me? Because I just live in life as a private citizen in Guyana, in a country that the party I support since childhood, my family supported, and they're still supporting. The president who I support wholeheartedly, the vice president and leader of our party, Dr.
You know, it's apart from that, a lot of things, lots and lots of things are so wrong with this, with this so-called commentary. Lots of things are so wrong, and many of you, like Brenda and all of you guys, you could read between the lines what is happening. Shoy and all of you could read between. People are not dotish, you know, to fall for these sort of things. People are not dotish, and so we got to give Nigel something tonight. Nigel can't walk away just like that, you know. He got a little 15 minutes of fame. We give him, and no, we do not give out certain toys here on this program. But he deserves something before we continue with this here. He deserves something. What do you guys think we should give him tonight? What do you guys think we should give him tonight? Because it's utter stupidness. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Here we go. Nigel, not Nigel Hughes, mind you. Nigel Dharmlal deserves this because what he's saying there makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. Take it, Nigel. As we say on the countryside, I've not done yet. We'll continue. I mean, it is sad that this is where Guyana is. And the people who, just imagine this guy was once a senior minister and a member of parliament. Can you guys just imagine this? I'll continue.
Barjack, you, who I support wholeheartedly. But they have a few people hired by the opposition, you know, and they want to disrespect the PPP. Well, if you disrespect the PPP or you mess with the PPP, then I coming after you. I don't care.
Bad man in tongue, right? If you mess with the PPP, I don't care who you are, I am coming after you. Can you guys believe that? This has got to be insane. And I know a couple of folks went missing from Berbice psychiatric ward, but this has got to be insane. If you mess with the PPP, in other words, you cannot say anything about them at all. If you do that, I am coming after you. A lower midget version of Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you mess with the PPP, I am coming after you. How dare you mess with the PPP? How dare you criticize the PPP? I am coming after you. Yeah, and I'm going to, all of you, I'm going to wipe you out. That is what he's saying. That is what this guy is saying. And this is what is dangerous. But nobody, I want, as the Trini would say, I want all you pay attention to what this guy is saying. It is dangerous for democracy, dangerous for freedom of speech, and it would take Guyana nowhere. Of course, he doesn't have what it takes to go after anybody, except, you know what he will go after. But listen to him.
To the PPP, then I coming after you. I don't care who you are. I'm coming after you. And I always win. Always. Always. And I will go after them until they're destroyed.
Okay. Okay. Enough of the 15 minutes of fame. Can you guys believe this? Can you guys just imagine if someone who supports the opposition say that in the reverse of PPP? Can you just imagine what would have happened? The ERC, the cybercrime unit, and all manner of things would have gone right at their doorstep. But that is not the end. This guy says that he got their address, he knows where they all manner of things. It is dangerous. He is a PPP operative. Jack Dale condones what he's doing and what he's saying. Irfan Ali condones and support what he's saying. All of the PPP people. But yet Jack Dale has the audacity to say that social media and influencers and so forth should not be doing what they're doing. And what that guy just said there is a reflection coming directly out of Freedom House, because that is how they think, that is how they operate. He's not going after men, you know. He's going after females. And that's dangerous, to have such affection. It's dangerous, very dangerous. But who's going to do him anything for now? Who? You might jump at the wrong person in the streets, and that person is not going to take the crap. So he doesn't have what it takes to go after nobody. And look, this is the same thing when Burke talks or others talk. They want to go and silence people. People shouldn't talk. Nobody should talk. No one should talk. People should shut their mouths and be afraid of them. David Hines shouldn't talk. Kadaki shouldn't talk. What's the Bell guy? Shouldn't talk. What's his name again? Duncan. Shara Duncan shouldn't talk. Nobody should talk. Everybody should shut up. Wayne Caesar, whenever he hosts his show, Call Over to You, shouldn't talk. Otto Martin shouldn't talk. Nobody should talk. People should shut up. Who the hell these people think they are? That nobody could criticize the PPP. Nobody should criticize. If you criticize the PPP, I will come after you and I will destroy you. Just imagine he will destroy people? Destroy people? We'll take a quick break. Trust me. We need this. We'll take a quick break.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
All right, welcome back. Guyana is not an easy place. It's not, and the PPP has got to go. But here it is that as I prepare to go, and I notice Lemon falling asleep, we need some action in Guyana, political action, where the folks in the opposition are strong enough to stand up and fight the PPPC every day, whether it's press conference, whether whatever it is, whether it's protest in the streets. Those things are part of your constitutional rights. You have to do that. But then again, the opposition promised, the opposition leader, I think I saw it somewhere, he promised that this is the 9th day, no Red Bull, mind you. But the opposition leader promised, let me see if you guys know what the opposition leader promised, that by the end of this month, the opposition leader promised come on, you guys help me out. What did he promise? Brenda Casey couldn't be, yeah, Brenda Casey knows what's going on, but you guys too, follow. Look at what Brenda Casey wrote. He promised to turn the heat up. It's snowing in Guyana now. There's a snowstorm, and he wants to turn the heat up. Turn the heat up. After 2+ years, by the end of the month, Aubrey Norton, the opposition leader of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, after 2+ years, wait until January 1st, New Year's Day, everybody got a resolution. I done quit Red Bull. I promised myself for 2024, I ain't no bottle. Done Red Bull, done Red Bull. Sometimes I'm tempted for even one. But everyone makes some sort of resolution. Right, Afraz Osman? Seem to be doing Uber now. The minute you turn on Osman page, Osman driving all over now. All over Afraz there. Good to see you, Afraz. Now, for January 1st or Old Year's Night, people start off, I ain't gonna do this no more. I ain't gonna do that. Some of them said they've been going back by the cathedral. Some of them said they've been going back on Sheriff Street. Some of them stopped pick apple. Some stopped pick pear. And all these sort of things. No more cathedral, they said they're going. All the resolution, they've been drinking rum. Some of them said they've been beating their wives. Some of them wives said they've been beating up their husband. Some of them said they're going to stop go restaurant and all manner of things. They said lots and lots of New Year's resolution. They're going to work hard. They're going to all sorts of things. 31st of December, you know. And so it happens. Just like me, I've made my resolution too. Resolutions. I'm drinking Red Bull. You guys know I'm tempted for Red Bull though. But the leader of the opposition has said on All Year's Night that they're going to turn up the heat. Turn up the heat in the basement. They're going to turn up the heat. You know, turn up the heat. So if you guys are in your basement, like me, I'm in basement, a 1-bedroom basement. Borg, the any basement. But Borg does get vexed when they tell you that Borg lives in a basement. He lives in a basement. In these minds, in these people's minds, everybody live in a basement. Every person of African descent live in a basement. So I live in a basement. So a little small 1-bedroom basement. Turn up, Emma, turn up the heat, girl. Right? Jonathan, turn up the heat. Hey, Ryan, turn up the heat. Yeah. So Aubrey Norton says he's going to turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. After 2+ years, December 31st, Aubrey turning up the heat on them by. Go, Aubrey. Yes, Aubrey turning up the heat on them. But not now. Gavin Caesar, not now. Sean Withers, not now. By this month, then y'all going to see action in that team. Let me get out of here, guys. Let me get out of here. Carl Miller, we waiting. This is the 9th day. Can't wait till month end. PD. Right? Can't wait till month end. Torn up the heat on them. Yeah. You know, we should dance before we go out, While they're turning up the heat, listen to the mighty El Dorado. When the heat turning up, I got there right here, people.
Money, it's really nice to see. Everybody rejoicing, celebrating Mashramani.
Mashramani coming up by month 10. People can start prepare and all kind of thing. And the heat torn up. Thank you, opposition leader. Thank you for promising after 2+ years. Torn up the heat. Torn up the heat in them, Lily Fraser. The heat gonna turn up. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Because I can't wait for this. Not heat, the heat. Turn up the heat. They get a reggae song go like turn up something. I don't know who turn up and what turn up, but turn up the heat. I'm out of here, guys. See you guys tomorrow night right here on 107.1 FM. Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. That should be a nice calypso or Mashramani song. God bless Guyana, man. Love you guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis C. Vietnam. And since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cop. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by 1 vote, they're losing it by data.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a
You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea.
And you're confident that you're going to deliver credible and fair elections?
Of course. Only one way I know, and that is the correct way.
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington law firm located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you, so call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
My selector, I said my selector. Oh, operator, you fi turn on the E. My selector, turn on the E. Play rubber dubber, me say turn on the E. You play don't play, just say turn on the E. Say operator, me say turn on the E. My selector, turn on the E. Oh star, let go the rhythm, make it go. My selector. Say, oh star, like on the rhythm, make it go. My selector, I want to know how the dance it's so nice. Want to know how the dance it's so rum. Want to know how the dance it's so sweet. Want to know how the dance it's so jump. Say operator, in my turn on the E. My selector, I turn on the E. Say operator, in my turn on the E. Hanekatan, in my turn on the E. I want to know all the girl them so trash. Want to know all the girl them so nice. Want to know all the dread them trash. And it's just on it and the people's choice. Operator, in my turn on the E. My selector, I turn on the E. Say operator, in my turn on the E. My selector, I turn on the E. Yes, star, like all the music make it play. My selector, they say oh star. Let go the music, make it play. Say operator, I miss a 3 furlong, me say turn on the E. 5 furlong, me say turn on the E. 7 furlong, me say turn on the E.